Hello friends, my name is Real Emile and welcome back to Forza Horizon 2. In today's video we are continuing on with the JDM Icons Championship and we're going to start today with the internet breaker, the R34 Skyline. If you ask anyone on the internet what the best car in the world is ever, probably half of them will come up with this. And it's not a bad car, the R34, I actually quite like it. There's some interesting body kits you could probably do to it. The Nismo one looks alright. Let's go with a Nismo kit on this. See what else Nismo makes on this. Could get a silly wing. We're not going to bother with one of them. I don't like that rear bumper. I prefer the Jun one on that. And I don't know what that's trying to imitate. Yeah, let's go with the Jun bumper. Apparently it's very cheap, so why not? That probably won't align. What is that? Yeah, I think I'll have to go with the Jun front bumper then, if we're going that way, or Jun. I don't know. There is no Jun front bumper. There is that one though, with the hugest intercooler ever. Yes, let's go with the biggest intercooler I've ever seen in my life. Why not? It looks a bit silly now, but whatever. Right, what engines can we get in this thing? 6.2 litre V8. We could get the engine from a Corvette Stingray. There's not really that much point. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take that front bumper off. That looks really stupid. I'm afraid we're gonna have to go with a slightly mismatched car. I apologise, but they don't make the correct parts for it. Anyway, carrying on. Let's get some tyres on this. Although it is quite grippy, this car. Anyway, I don't think we'll need race. I'll try and chance it. We'll go with some sport tyres first. Try and get some power out of it, actually. And hope it's not understeery rubbish there. My phone goes off in the background. And again, something's happened. Probably on Twitter. We'll see. Should we get some wheels for this? I do like the new HREs that have come into this game. So let's see if we can pick up some of them for our skill line. I want some black ones, I think. They're quite cool. Let's go with them. They knock off some weight as well. Try and get some weight out of this because it's a four-wheel drive car. Of course, it's quite heavy. We want racing brakes, obviously, because it's going to weigh. Well, it doesn't weigh quite a lot, but the four-wheel drive cars still aren't particularly easy to stop. Let's lower it down a bit. Yeah, the body kit is a bit mismatched. I should probably take it off, but I'm not going to. Do we need a roll cage? We'll go with one just to be on the safe side. Get a race transmission in here because I remember the gear ratios on this are terrible. We won't put the rally on one, and we'll put the race one and tune it accordingly. And finally, let's throw some power in here. Let's see what we can get out of the engine in this, which I believe is a 2.6 litre inline 6. And the internet will hate me if I get that wrong. What does that bring us up to? 375 horsepower. That's not too bad. That's quite a lot for an A-class car, actually. Can't even get a driveline in. So, yeah, that's the R34 Skyline built. Unfortunately, I'm not going to throw the Paul Walker paint job on here. I haven't really got time to go and find it. And I quite like the car in silver as it is anyway. But yeah, that's our GTR. So let us go and go off-roading in it. Yep, it's four-wheel drive, so let's go do it. And yeah, I do need to tune the gearing because the gearing's wrong. We've got a daily gift, thank you. A bunch of rivals I don't care about. Right, tune car. Yeah, the gears are a bit long on that, aren't they? Let's bring them in a bit. 3.6 seconds to 60 now. We'll go on to a top speed of 177, that's good. Springs, we're going off-roading, so I'll hire them up a little bit. We didn't put a diff in because I didn't bother with that. Okay, I'll leave it as that. There we go. Now it sort of drags in second gear, but that's fine, that's fine. This should make it a bit more controllable. So, the GTR, the R34, it's a car I really do quite like. It's not my favourite model of Skyline, that's the R33, I've discussed this before. But I do quite like the R34. It's a very good looking car. It was actually featured on the Clarkson's Car Years, I believe it was called back in the day. He said it was the most technologically advanced car at the time, and it does look pretty cool. Of course, these cars now are extremely iconic due to the fact that they featured in the Fast and Furious films, which is kind of why I'm using this here, because of course we've got the Fast and Furious expansion pack. It's not an expansion, sorry, it's a standalone, I think, and that comes out on the 27th, I believe. So I'm looking forward to that. I might do some videos on that, we'll see. I might just play through it because I just want to play through it. I kind of want to see if the cars will cross over into Horizon 2. I hope they do, because there's some interesting ones in there. I would quite like to use Dom's Charger freely without having to use that expansion. And the Maserati Gabili is actually also in there, which is quite an interesting choice. Overall, I don't know if they will feature the cars, because there's a lot of crossover. Like the GTR, they say it's the Fast and Furious edition, but that basically means it's just two-tone with a body kit. So whether they'll actually bring it over or not, I'm not sure. The MX-5 does look quite good, doesn't it? Yeah, we raced the MX-5s last time for the free MX-5 car pack, which just came out. So figured we'd finish off the JDM icons thing with some, well, JDM icons. And, well, this is four-wheel drive, and this is sort of what the Skyline's used for. Now, in Horizon 1, this was a fantastic car. If you tune this up to, oh god, what was it? R2, I believe. This was a fantastic car. This is how you used to, if you wanted a cheap way to earn money in Horizon 1, you would do this certain street race over and over again. I believe it was called, like, Highwayman or something like that. You get the GTR, you tune it up to R2 class, and then you just go racing over and over again. And this thing could kick the arses of Conan's eggs and all sorts. Probably could do the same if I wanted to tune it up like a mental psychopath car as well. I've decided not to do that on this build. I could have done. I could have thrown the Corvette engine in here, gone for the full 920 horses. I believe the standard engine can get quite a good amount of horsepower anyway. I believe you can get over 800 horsepower at the stock engine. Don't quote me on that though. Oh, actually no, the stock engine, 1003 horsepower I think you can get out of the stock engine. I remember because I used it in a Datsun 510 back in the original Horizon. A game which I'm quite nostalgic about. Might go back and play that at some point. Horizon 1 was a fantastic game if you've never played it before. If this is your first Horizon game. Oh god. Salt flats. Yeah, you see, I wouldn't like to do that in one of the Horizons. A, because it would make all the R34 fanboys quite angry in real life. Which, no offence to you, but, you know. The R34 isn't the best car in the world, unfortunately. Sorry to say that. But yeah, I wouldn't like to do that. Also, the R34s, I believe these are worth a pretty penny if you sell a proper one. I do like these cars when they're properly done. I don't like them when people have tried to imitate the Fast and Furious and put the stupid body kits on them and stupid paint jobs. It doesn't make your car look better, it just decreases the sale value of the damn thing. If you find me a nice little stock R34, I'll be quite happy. It's like RX-7s as well. There's a show here in the UK called Wheeler Dealers where they respect classics and whatnot. But each time they've had a Skyline or an RX-7 on there, all they've done is added stupid body kits to them. And like they put like crocodile paint or something on an RX-7 wing, which looks absolutely atrociously hideous. Ooh god, that Sylvia looks like the best it's ever looked. Oh yeah, the game's glitching out. Go on, give me my credits. There you go. Hopefully, should have got a lot of XP for that run, actually. Yeah, the R34, sorry, is looking a bit dirty. But maybe I should have gone for a wing, because that rear wing now looks a bit odd. I just wish I never put a body kit on it in the first place. I'm quite OCD-ish about body kits. Like, I like them to line up properly. I don't care about, you know, using parts from the same kit. If one part looks better than the other part, then I'll just use that part. Like the Nismo parts, it added some weird splitter I didn't like. Let's try and get a car from this. I got a rough GTR 2 from this, but that's probably like the only decent thing I'll ever get from this ever again. Like, it gave me my one good thing after like 100 odd levels, so there you go. I'm going to fast travel to this next event where we can pull out our next car, because we're not staying in the R34. It served its purpose, it's done its cross-country run. And we're going to switch to another iconic car from the Fast and Furious series. God, the R34 does look quite good, actually. Still, I don't like it as much as the R33, but I do really like the car. That NSXR, I might show that off at some point. I tried to create a rally build with it, and it sort of failed. Sort of. Where is it? There it is. Of course, it'll be right at the back. We're going to be using the Toyota Supra, which is a car I actually do quite like the Supra. I think it's a fantastic, well, it's not a fantastic looking car, but it's a very, very good looking car, especially in this blue. Please tell me I've still got my rims on it. I managed to make this car look absolutely fantastic. Some MX-5s, of course. There'll be MX-5s everywhere in this championship now, thanks to that damn car back. Yeah, there we go. See, the Supra is a good looking car. It doesn't need all that silly skirting people insist on putting on it. I actually did try and have a look for a Supra at one point. I could not find one that wasn't stupidly modified and stupidly high priced. Yes, just don't modify your cars, kids. Seriously, just don't. I get some modified cars, like, you know, some of them I get. I can't think of examples from the top of my head. But some people who do it tastefully can make them look really, really cool. And, you know, put different engines in them and all sorts. But there's others, it's like people who throw thousands of pounds into a Vauxhall Corsa. You know, at the end of the day, yes, you can put skirting and stuff, but you've still got a Vauxhall. Yeah, there was a thing on Fast Car Magazine the other day. It's a group on social media, you can follow it if you like, it's pretty cool. And they were showing off a 500 horsepower Corsa, which a guy had spent like upwards of 50 grand on, which, you know, you could buy a BMW M3 for that price. Why would you not just buy the BMW M3? And I don't even like the M3 that much, you know. You could buy a decent Supra for that price. And you still insist on tuning a Corsa. Yeah, I don't get it. Sorry, I really should change my hateful outlook on Vauxhall, because I understand some of you might actually drive Vauxhalls or Opals in real life, but you know, I really just dislike them. But we're not talking about them, we're talking about Toyota Supra. What can I say interesting about the Supra? Well, there is many versions of this car. This is by far the most recognised and by far the best. It's the 98 one. I believe it's an RZ in this game. Awesome. It's like I said, good looking car. It's a good sounding car. I believe these produced about 315 horsepower stock, so they were by no means slouches either. A lot of people are saying the FT1 will be the next Supra. I don't think it will get called the Supra, and it looks absolutely hideous, so I hope it's not the next generation Supra. Yeah, sorry to burst your bubble, kids, but that's not the next Supra. Unfortunately. It's kind of like the Ford Probe and the Ford Capri, just now. Oh, the Ford Probe, Jesus Christ, that was a terrible car. Terrible car. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up and you'll find out exactly what I mean. Yeah, not a good car at all. Smash into a few bits and bobs. Power. Of course, this is again limited to 112 thanks to the Japanese speedo. It's not in the game, obviously, because that would kind of suck if you could only get your Supra to 112 mile an hour. All them people campaigning for 1,000 horsepower Supras, that'd be quite amusing to do to them. Just say, hey, look, you finally got your twin turbo, awesome 1,000 horsepower Supra, but it's limited to 112, so it'd cut out here. Yeah, that would be amusing enough. I don't know, maybe I just like torturing the JDM fanboys here on YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, across the line in the fantastic looking Supra, that's JDM icons done and dusted, which is good. And I can by far assure you that if any series gets a lot of hate, or if any championship in particular gets a lot of hate, it will be this one and it will be this damn episode. So, that's that. Oh god.
Okay, that's it for this road trip. If you're done, let's head back to the festival and we'll start the awards party.
Yeah, I'll get to head to the festival, that's good. Right, anyway friends, I have enjoyed entertaining you today and I hope I have entertained you. And that's about it for today. So if you don't mind, I'll have to go play Battlefield Hardline. Oh yes, that's right. Of course, you can't release a game in the same day in America and Britain because that's entirely impossible because EA. Anyway, friends, I will see you next time. Farewell. Sorry about that. That was really my bad. Yeah, I will see you next time. Farewell.